Alright, so today I'm going to be showing you a range of techniques you can use to master your B-roll or filming techniques when filming another travel video or short film. So with that being said, let's get to it. The first tip is to shoot in either 60 or 120 FPS. I know a lot of you shoot with either your smartphone or camera, which doesn't really have 120 frames per second at a consistent rate, or the quality doesn't look that good. Well, in that case, you can bump the frame rate down or keep it the same, but it will just mean it's going to be a lot harder for you to get some really smooth footage. The main reason why your footage comes out shaky is purely on the way you film it. It's not really about the camera, because I've turned video from 30 frames per second into smooth video even after post or even before post. And the reason being is because I correctly shot the video. So what I would suggest for you to do is use two hands when shooting with the camera. Don't use one hand, just use two hands and bring your arms at a 90-degree right angle. So what that means is basically your arms are all the way in, and that means then you can stabilize it, because if your arms are all the way out, you're not really going to have much control over the camera unless you're going to use this next technique, which I suggest for you guys starting out to use. And that would be to use a camera strap on your camera, because that way you can have your arms all the way out and the strap kind of acts as a stabilizer and it stabilizes your footage like that. That is a really good technique in my opinion, and I would recommend it over just using two hands, because the camera straps adds a layer of stability if you think about it. But let's move on to the next technique. The next step to master your B-roll is to add movement within the shot. Now here's a simple shot of me walking, and just look at this. Now watch what happens when I add a bit of movement and I tilt the camera up while I'm walking in the same location. So let's play that. In my opinion, the second shot looked so much better because movement was incorporated within it. So how do you achieve this? To summarize what I just said, the first step is to turn on your rule of thirds on your camera or the grid, then have the subject in frame in the center of that grid. Keep following that subject and then slowly tilt up right at the end, and you'll get that smooth shot after a few tries. So you're basically tracking that head within that small box, if that makes any sense, until you slowly tilt up, and you use that as a guideline if that made any sense at all. Obviously it's a hard shot to master on your first time, but once you keep going and keep progressing and you have a bit of resilience, then you will achieve this shot perfectly. The next tip is to get steady shots or just still video. And you might be wondering, why would I want to get still video if I'm using movement within my short films? Well, you need to kind of switch it up at times, and you can turn still video into really well edited cinematic sequences, as I'm going to show you. So here's just a standard still video compilation with no substance at all, which I've just thrown together within editing.
And we've been working hard, so if you hating hard, it's a loss, you can fall back. Yeah, I swear I remember sound. The top is where I'm going.
The video is pretty boring, but now here's the same video, same clips, and I've edited it within a different way, and now just watch the difference.
And we've been working hard, so if you hating hard, it's a loss, you can fall back. Yeah, I swear I remember sound. The top is where I'm going.
The reason I'm showing you this is because I'm trying to prove a point. You don't really need to have a lot of movement within your short films, because you can add it in post or just have some really awesome transitions to go with the video. Obviously, this is something you don't want to overdo, and it takes time to do so. And if you do want a tutorial on how I actually edited that, then make sure to click that subscribe button and the like button while you're there, because that will tell me that you guys want to see that, and I'll be making that within the next few weeks. So make sure you are subscribed for that. My last tip is sort of a combination of everything I've talked about in today's video, and that is to be creative. I've covered this in previous videos as well. I've even made 2 videos already, so click the top right hand screen if you want to check them out. And I've made 2 videos already on different camera skills or camera shots that you can use in your travel films, or even just shooting B-roll for standard videos or product videography and stuff like that. So I've already done videos on how to get that. Now the reason why I'm saying is being creative is because if you think about it, no one wants to watch a video with just pans or just tilts or just slow-mo movement. You want to switch it up, so that's why I said to incorporate still movements within your travel films. So you got to switch it up, because otherwise the video will get boring and you'll reduce the audience retention time. So yeah. Alright guys, make sure to leave a like on today's video. Let's try and hit 200 thumbs up. Also click that subscribe button if you haven't already. I'm trying to hit 30,000 subscribers, so it will mean a lot if you just hit that subscribe button. It only takes a second. Comment down below #camera if you watched this far in today's video. Let me me know what other types of filming techniques, videos, or just filmmaking videos you want to see in the comments section below. I'm going to read all of the suggestions you have for me. But yeah, anyway guys, I'm Hamza from Super Extreme Video, and I'll talk to you lot in the next one. Latest lads. Bye.